Well, since 1895, Swarovski's jewels have been worn by many famous faces, including Marilyn Monroe, Audrey Hepburn, Taylor Swift, and of course Beyonce. The company was founded 126 years ago by Daniel Swarovski. Now his great-great-granddaughter Nadja is the first female executive board member to lead the Austrian luxury crystal maker. And she joins our very own Tania Bryer. Tania.
Jeff, thank you so much. Yes, that's right. I'm joined now by Nadja Swarovski, chair of the Swarovski Foundation. Nadja, welcome to the Evolve Global Summit. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Tania, for having me. It's such a pleasure to virtually be connected with you.
What have been some of the biggest challenges to the Swarovski brand from the global pandemic, and what areas do you feel that you've had to transform the most?
Well, you know, during this pandemic, I certainly have been focusing on the Swarovski Foundation, and it's been an incredible challenge, certainly for our charity partners. We are working with 9 of them in 22 different countries, but nonetheless, it's been just amazing to see the resilience of these partners and the creative problem solving that we've seen, and certainly how the various different organizations have been able to implement their work, if not on the ground, then certainly digitally. It's been amazing to see how communication was not halted. We've seen it by the world embracing Zoom, but also in more remote locations, how WhatsApp has become an incredibly helpful tool. In terms of the foundation, we've been also very, very proud to support various COVID initiatives, such as the Heroes for Help with the NHS, Feed America. We have supported the PPE creation with an organization called Nest, and these are all handmade, handcrafted masks. And it's been amazing to see how the communities have come together, how the various different, organizations, the entire world has felt we share one common denominator. We are human. We're all affected in the same way. And I have to say the human benevolence that we've seen has been absolutely incredible.
How do you feel, though, Nadja, that the crisis has impacted the luxury sector in general? And what's your vision going forward for the brand and the foundation?
So, I think the luxury sector, to a certain extent, has been incredibly resilient, and I think those companies who have been digitally savvy have absolutely embraced this opportunity to communicate with their customers on a digital scale. It's been actually fantastic to see how the fashion industry has embraced this dilemma. It's amazing to have seen the digital fashion shows. It's also been fantastic to see how the fashion designers have reached out and are communicating directly to the consumer. So I think that increased dialogue is very, very good for commerce. That increased dialogue will also facilitate the designers to be more specific to the customer's demands, and I hope therefore also will reduce the waste that we're seeing in the fashion industry. Last year, 25% of all garments produced were never even touched or worn, and unfortunately landed in waste sites. I think with this direct communication and also further transparency in the supply chain, that will be certainly mitigated. In terms of the foundation, certainly, again, it's been amazing to create this connectivity via the digital approach. And it's been amazing to see that not only money is a currency, but also the human interaction, the encouragement, the kindness, the words of support, and just really the outreaching and making people feel that they're part of a community. This is just a roadblock, and we will come through it.
Nadja, of course, Swarovski is a heritage brand. It was started 125 years ago by your great-great-grandfather, Daniel Swarovski. How do you think it's evolved, and how do you want it to going forward?
Well, you know, Tanya, I have to say, I feel so lucky, I feel so honored to be part of this family. I'm incredibly proud of my forefathers and what they've been able to achieve. In particular, you know, they've been able to achieve a product that's been so unique. It's been so special. As a female, I can say, you know, my great-great-grandfather certainly had the mission to make every woman know what it feels like to wear a diamond, but make it affordable, you know. So we call this affordable luxury, but we've actually also fast-forwarded. We call it conscious luxury because the company has certainly done a lot to become very sustainable in its manufacturing process. And, you know, this extends also to the foundation. You know, the foundation is based on Daniel Swarovski's philanthropic values, on the family's philanthropic values, and that's really with a tremendous focus on the environment, on human empowerment, and on arts, culture, and design via education. So the foundation has certainly been built on that blueprint or the DNA of the family's thinking, and I personally believe it's really important that companies do have an attachment to foundations and that companies do have the philanthropic arm of the organization and give back to the communities, to the stakeholders, and that's certainly what we're trying to do with the foundation. We're touching people that are relevant to the entire world of Swarovski, but also beyond.
Well, the Foundation's latest initiative, Creators for Our Future, you're hoping to transform young lives with it. How will you achieve that?
That's right, and this is what I mean. You know, the foundation is really going beyond the Swarovski world. We're really, with this new program, the Swarovski Creatives of the Future, are trying to encourage the young community of thinkers between the ages of 15 to 25 to come forth with their ideas. We have received 400 applications. We have had the very hard task to choose only 9 students from those applicants, and we have also the incredible honor to have amazing mentors from the various different fields of fashion, architecture, design, science, technology, and the focus areas of these students will be fashion, architecture, design, biotechnology, engineering, and their mission and their quest is to implement, to develop products or technologies that certainly support the UN SDGs and create a more sustainable way of living and supporting humans and the environment. So we have created this platform during this COVID time, and I have to say the silver lining of COVID has been the modern technology that has enabled communication and interaction. And because of that facilitation, we have also been able to be incredibly global with this project. We have students from Japan, from Africa, South America, North America, Europe, and the same is also to be said for our mentors. And I also have to mention that this program has actually been created together with the UN and their Department of Partnerships. So we are adhering very much to their principles and also really embracing diversity, inclusion, and we're trying to go beyond any kind of economic and cultural barriers. So it's been an incredible melting pot, and the UN has kindly also offered their General Assembly in September as the platform for these students to launch their new initiatives.
Well, Nadja Swarovski, thank you so much for joining us today for the Evolve Global Summit.